Hey, what's up? My name is Petrowski, and today I wanted to make a quick guide on how to prepare for a catching event in PokeMMO. So first things first, for those who don't know, a catching event in PokeMMO is an event held by the official devs of the game where you go and catch as many Pokemon as possible of a specific Pokemon in a specific location within the game. So we're going to be using the upcoming Bulbasaur event as an example. But first things first, let's cover everything you need. So, I recommend these 4 to 5 Pokemon. You'll see the 5th Pokemon in a second. But first things first, Smeargle, or any sort of catching utility Pokemon. You can kind of use Persian for this, although you won't have Spore, which Spore is pretty important. So I definitely recommend a Smeargle with False Swipe and Spore. Those are the 2 most important moves you'll need to catch any Pokemon securely and safely. False Swipe being a move that will not hit the Pokemon below 1 HP, so you physically can't kill the Pokemon with False Swipe. And then Spore being a 100% accuracy move that puts the Pokemon to sleep, making it much easier to catch. Putting a Pokemon to sleep actually raises the chance to catch it by like 30%. It's very marginal and it's very important to help catching Pokemon. The second Pokemon, which these 2 I bring almost everywhere, is an HM slave. So for me, I have this Dratini that I caught back in 2013 that I've been using for an extremely long time. My trusted, true and true best buddy, my HM slave Dratini. And it's good to have these because you'll need to cut or strength or fly or surf just to get around the map or to get to certain spots in the event. And being able to fly quickly anywhere, in case you make a mistake or you go to a PC very quickly, is very important and very handy. And then next up, this is much more of an optional one for sure, and definitely also depends on what event you're doing, but having a Pokemon with Teleport can be super useful to get you back to the PC slightly quicker than a Pokemon with Fly, and I'll be demonstrating that in a quick second. So here I am in Petalburg City, and I'm going to go ahead and fly to the city, and you'll see that I land right in front of the PC, and I have to walk inside to be able to heal my Pokemon. But if I were in the same spot and I were to click 4, which were to teleport, I land right in front of the daycare lady. So it is slightly quicker to teleport, which honestly can be really important in a catching event. Maybe that gets you 1 or 2 more catches throughout the event whenever you heal, and that maybe you catch the Pokemon that wins you the tournament, you know? So it can be really important. It's just nicer to have. It's not a huge requirement, but just a nice touch. Okay, and last but not least, you actually only need 4 Pokemon, but this one is a little complicated, as you're going to see. So this is going to depend per event, but this Bulbasaur one's a really good example where getting Bulbasaur is going to be a +7 bonus itself to Bulbasaur, or to your total score. So hunting for Bulbasaur is going to be way more valuable and probably worth your time if you're trying to win versus hunting for Meowth or whatever the secondary Pokemon is. So getting a Bulbasaur with a good nature is really good. Basically what that means is you're going to be catching less Pokemon because you're probably, if you're trying to really get first place, you're going to be going for Bulbasaur. So you're probably going to be running away from Meowth, which is the secondary Pokemon. So you're going to be catching less Pokemon, but encountering more. And what that means is you're going to want a synchronized Pokemon. So synchronize is an ability that, well, it actually doesn't explain it here. I'll actually put it in the front of my party and show you. So you're going to put a synchronized Pokemon for the correct nature that you want. So the nature bonus for Bulbasaur is +5 for Modest. And what Synchronize is going to do is give you a 20% chance for Wild and Pokemon to match that nature of the Pokemon that has Synchronized. So I'm going to get a 20% chance, 20% increased chance for all of the Bulbasaur that I encountered to be Modest, or all of the Pokemon that I encountered to be Modest, which is very nice and really crucial. It's very helpful. Synchronized Pokemon are definitely underrated for catching events. They're only really useful for some catching events. Sometimes it's not really worth it to use synchronized Pokemon if you're running into like a 100% encounter rate. Like let's say it was like a Diglett catch event and you're constantly running into Digletts over and over again. It would take too long to lead your party with the synchronized Pokemon and constantly be swapping to your Smeargle every single battle. So you might as well just leave the Smeargle there and, you know, disregard the synchronized Pokemon. But for an event like this, the Bulbasaur event, it's perfect to have a synchronized Pokemon, search for that rare encounter Bulbasaur, and then hopefully get that nature bonus. Okay, and one more thing that you'll definitely need during these catch events is items. So one of the most important items you'll need during any catch event is quite obviously Pokeballs. So getting at least 100 of like a Pokeball, 100 Great Balls, and 100 Ultra Balls might be nice. That might be a bit overkill, but it's definitely nice just to be over prepared for any event. So I think that's a good way to do it. And then some events might require repeat balls. Repeat balls are actually the highest catch rate ball in the game as long as you've caught that Pokemon before. It's a Pokeball that costs 1350 Pokeyen each, which is also the most expensive Pokeball in the game, which makes sense. They're not the most expensive, but the most expensive, widely used one. I think Premier Balls are more expensive, but they're more of a vanity thing. Anyways, repeat balls are a ball that catch Pokemon, have a much higher chance to catch a Pokemon that you've already caught before. So it's already in your deck, so you've already caught it, has a much higher chance. It's a little bit higher than Ultra Ball, if I recall correctly. But Pokeballs are a must. It's important to stock up on those. And then another super underrated item is Lepa Berries. Having Lepa Berries in some spots, in some catching events, can be really nice. Some events, it is not going to be worth it to go back to the PC, so it's going to be more efficient to use Lepa Berries to heal the PP on your false swipe and on your spore, so you have to go to the PC less. Also, just having like potions, etc., like random potions laying around to heal your Pokemon and random status berries. So Lumberries are the best berry to have just to heal any, because they heal any status. You don't need to have like specific berries like a Chesto to heal sleep. You can just have Lumberries in your bag and then just heal any status on a Pokemon you might have an issue with. So let's recap one more time. Potions, Lepa Berries, Pokeballs, Lumberries. And then one more quick item that goes kind of underrated is having some Super Repels. Super Repels are actually the best, most cost-efficient repel that there is. So having some Super Repels to get to the destination of the catching event can sometimes be super useful, especially if you're running back to the PC to heal between every couple, every bit. Being able to activate a Super Repel and run back to the location way quicker instead of wasting that 1 hour that you have to catch Pokemon can be extremely useful. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the example route and the example that'll be the Bulbasaur event coming up. So you're going to start here at Cerulean City PC, bike your way down here, make sure you have your HM slave to be able to cut this. Make sure you have Kanto completed up until this point at least. Hopefully you have Kanto done at this point so that you can have a level 100 utility Smeargle. And you're just going to be hunting right here in this Route 5 patch of grass, these patches of grass, right before the daycare. Also, do not do what I do and make sure your synchronized Pokemon is leveled up beyond level 5, because if your synchronized Pokemon dies, the synchronized ability will not work. So mine got one shot by a level 14 Rattata using Bite, and now I have to go heal it and probably go level it to make it suitable for this sort of thing. Okay, after healing and leveling my Abra a little bit, I'm back to the Bulbasaur patch. If your synchronized Pokemon does happen to be low level by chance, you can actually equip a Smoke Ball to it, which will be very helpful and isn't consumed in this game, and it'll help you flee from wild Pokemon much faster, as you can see here. Okay, there we go. It took me around 5 minutes to find my first Bulbasaur, but that's kind of the point. I mean, that's the reason why Synchronize is good. If we were encountering the Pokemon every single time, and we had to, if we had to swap every single battle, it wouldn't be super worth it. It'd be super annoying. So I actually do think it is important to note that I don't think we can Spore Bulbasaur during this catch event because it's Grass type and it's immune to Spore in the gen that we're in. So that is important to note. So you will just have to false swipe. Well, that Leech Seed heal it to full. That's hilarious. So you will just have to false swipe it to 1 HP. Hopefully it doesn't Leech Seed. There's actually no point of false swiping it now because it will just heal back up. So this is going to be a funny Pokemon to hunt because all you're going to have to do sometimes is just throw a Pokeball and just hope it catches. And Bulbasaur is going to have, as you can see, a rough catch rate. Even though it's level 10, it's a starter, so it's going to be hard to catch. So I'm going to try to figure out how I can navigate this battle and get back to you guys. Okay, so the best thing that I have found is if the Bulbasaur Leech Seeds, you just need to swap out to get rid of the Leech Seeds. It'll just heal back to full off of 1 Leech Seed proc, which is pretty crazy. I didn't expect that. I've never seen any mechanic like that, so it's pretty surprising. So the best bet is probably just to swap out, and there's the Leech Seed, so I'm going to swap out again. It also might be beneficial. This is going to be a very niche, different catch event. God, that is crazy. it actually might be beneficial to bring a Pokemon with Thunder Wave or some sort of paralyze effect to help you catch the Pokemon, because you can't Spore Bulbasaur, so it might be beneficial to bring some other sort of status to help make it easier to catch. There we go, finally caught him. You just have to switch out, come back in, false swipe him, etc, etc. It might be really beneficial to put Thunder Wave on your synchronized Pokemon if it can learn that. So Thunder Wave it and then swap to your Smeargle. That might be the best way. It's actually cool I could test this live. This is actually an incredibly good Bulbasaur. Wow, what a good test. That's crazy. Unfortunately, the nature is bad, but it's pretty monstrous Bulbasaur for a random wild catch for a video. So I mean, I'll take it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm probably gonna go breed this bad boy right now and get a better nature on him with the Ditto, because he's male. But thank you guys for watching. Hope this was helpful. I'm glad I could kind of learn the method for this specific upcoming Bulbasaur event with you guys, because this is such a niche specific event. Catching this Bulbasaur was very hard. It took me a while. I had to actually think about strategy. I had to think about things. It almost killed my level 100 Smeargle, a level 10 Bulbasaur. That's insane. Like, can you believe? I don't know. That's crazy. So yeah, make sure you bring a synchronized Pokemon with Thunder Wave, and then a Spore False Swiper, or at least a False Swiper. Spore won't matter much at this event because Bulbasaur can't be Spore as it's a grass type. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you could learn something or be entertained in some way. Please like, dislike, comment, leave me plenty of feedback. I love responding to comments. It makes me very happy. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Peace. Good luck in the event.